The world has ended, and now it is time to survive the aftermath. Hello everybody, it's Steve, and today I'm starting a new series on the channel, similar to what I've been playing for the last few years. This is Surviving the Aftermath from Paradox Interactive. I did not pick up the New Alliances DLC. I'm just going to be running the vanilla game for this playthrough because I wanted to get used to it. I've played about 20 minutes of the game already just to kind of get a feel for the mechanics in the game. I also did a lot of tutorial stuff because I hadn't done a lot of tutorial stuff for this game. I picked this up during the Steam Summer Sale. If you are interested in this game, I'll put links to it in the description for this video, but let's go ahead and start a new game. I'm going to do it as a normal game. There's scenarios, you can do custom games, but I'm just going to play a bog standard normal game. Right, I thought there was going to be a narration for this. I was incorrect. Modern civilization is gone. It fell apart in a time when rivaling superpowers fought over power and ideology. Too focused on themselves, no one noticed it was coming until it was too late. Skies rained down fire as thousands of comets and massive objects pummeled the inner solar system. On Earth, cities were leveled and replaced by vast wastelands. As nations vanished, the remaining factions waged decade-long wars over scraps until there were no armies left to command. Now we are all that remains, looking for a new home, looking for a way to start over in this age we call the Aftermath. Roll credits. Alright, so I'm going to do tutorial on actually still for this because this may be a new introduction to you for the game, and I do want to make sure that you are aware of how this game is played. This is kind of a blind playthrough, more or less, for me, and also an introduction to the game for you, the viewer. By doing these things for difficulties, you can kind of increase or decrease the difficulties. So I'm kind of thinking just doing an easier playthrough for now. This just gets my feet wet with it, whets your appetite a little bit. Once, let's say, I've made a good go for it, I can try maybe difficult or Armageddon level. But I'm just going to go with few challenges can be expected. Catastrophes, you can have occasional, common, frequent, or constant catastrophes. I'm just going to do the worst is past. It's time to rebuild because, again, I want you to get here with that. Environment, the cities are demolished, but nature prevailed. The world is desolate and unforgiving. Barren wasteland of the land is dead. I'm going to do plenty of fertile soil because there's a farming mechanic in this game as well. You have abundant, average, scarce, or insufficient starting resources, and the number of survivors you have. Of course, the further down you go with this, the more you get. All right. And of course, ideology. In the wasteland, there's no right or wrong. The only thing that matters is survival. Everyone who comes this far has done or seen something they don't want to talk about. That is not the way to build a better future. Let's leave the past behind and choose our way forward. So this doesn't change the difficulty at all based on what I'm seeing here. So we can do basic survival skills, survival and efficiency, progress in technology for large-scale production, or health and safety. I'm kind of thinking survival and efficiency, and I'll get into that reason here in a little bit. We have 2 starting specialists, and each of them have different skills. So we have a scavenger, a fighter, a scientist, and a scout. So let's see what we got here. And of course, you're seeing what they have, like hit points, attack damage, scavenge abilities, recovery, all those things. So I'm looking at a scavenger like Domino. Domino would be kind of helpful. I don't know if I need science right away, because there is research points that they give. Her attack damage is lower. So I'm leaning to go with Jin as a scout. She has 7 action points. Everybody else has 6. Oh, he has 8. The scout, but his scavenge ability is abysmal. It's at 50%, whereas hers is at 100%. And also, I'm going to go with Boone as another scout, because he has that action points. He can scavenge, and his recovery is pretty dang good. And time to make our flag. Let's go ahead and stick with the color motifs that I got here for my head down here. We'll go for that. Anything? That looks pretty cool, actually. The blue background with the orange flame. Oh, it's a platypus. That's cute. Yeah, I'm gonna go with blue with the orange flame. Colony name. Let's just. Let's actually pick a name here. I'm actually in Texas, so New Texas. I'll actually keep that. I was going to put something political in there, and that's probably going to be a really bad idea and just going to be downvoted to oblivion if I put something political in there. But New Texas for a better tomorrow. We'll show tutorial messages. Easy. If you want to do the map seed, it's right here. You can actually kind of let me know what your gameplay experience is if you want to play along with this one. Let's start the game. Ooh, that's loud. Many events have no right or wrong messages. Improve your colony, reach milestones, and gain prestige points. So I guess like the cooler the colony you have, more people are going to be coming to your cool colony. All right, so it looks like we're at the. Oh, cool! We got a big house. We can do something with that. All right, let's kind of take a look about. Whoa! All right, so by going this way. Alright, we're pretty much at the end of a valley. I can't tell if that's a tunnel over there. It looks like it might be. But we got our gate set up here. Got plenty of real estate out this way. Oh, there we go. Zoomed out way too far. So here's the world map. We got a basic camping site. We got a farm, and we have a museum nearby. That's going to be helpful for me. Let's actually go into New Texas. And we got our road here. Oddly enough, this road, well, it looks like 3 or 4 wide. Oh, looks like I have to do the some of this stuff initially. Okay, fine, I'll play the game how you want, game. Build this back a little bit.
The world is in ruins. Things once considered mundane are hard to find, and habitable land is no exception. A settler has finally found a spot for a new colony. With a place to call home, it is time for a new beginning. Welcome to the Aftermath, survivor.
I built a campsite to mark the center of the new colony, so he's working on that. I have nobody here right now. Looks like this is going to be built up slowly. Okay, that's already been done. Oh, invite colonists to unlock the roads. There we go. Now we can kind of see a little bit. We've got some plastic trash, some berries, some wood. A lot of wood here, so we're going to be able to put down some scavenging posts and do really, really well.
There are survivors waiting for a signal from the settler. They are cold and hungry, yet willing to work, should the colony take care of them in return. They can be invited in right away or later, in case the settlement needs more time to prepare.
Alright, so we're going to continue preparing here. Reason for that being, we have a couple of free tents, but we're going to need emergency shelters. We're going to get 12 people coming out here. And I'm still getting used to the kind of the layout and the UI of the game. So if I'm zipping around the screen real quick, that's more I'm a little...
There are survivors waiting for a signal.
Okay, I guess I gotta shoot the flare because I can't really go further until I get people arriving. We should get some people coming up here. Maybe? Hello, people. There they are.
Your first colonists have arrived. Prompted by the signal flare, the rest of the group arrives at the prepared campsite. Despite all the hardship ahead, it's time to rebuild and turn this hostile place into a home.
Alright, so we have our first settlers, we have our 2 scouts, but let's go ahead and start building things. We're going to need an emergency shelter, and the reason for that is we actually need to have housing for all of our people. We have 12 colonists here, but we only have room for... Whoops, this tent could have been moved over, actually. Can I move that thing? No, dang it. Alright, so we're going to build the dirt road over here, and then I'm going to put a emergency shelter. It's going to take a lot of materials to do. In fact, wow, it's actually more efficient to do 2 tents than it is to do an emergency shelter. Well, more efficient wood-wise, less efficient on the... I'll do it like that. Okay, that's how it goes there. I'm pretty sure doing this like kind of like make a T with it. This wooden ruins is really in the way for stuff, so let's go ahead and start stockpiling things. We also need to get a water well. Wow. Well, 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 what do we have here? Water production is going to be higher in this area. And we do have some access to some fresh water, but a well would be nice. Kind of putting it back in here would be good. And we'll build out toward the well here in a moment and probably move it too. You see folks here that are that look like houses. I think these folks are homeless. And they do have some contamination. This is going to be one of the things that are in this game because the world's kind of irradiated, contaminated. It's a bit of a shit show. So we need to build our stockpile. A stockpile can just go anywhere? Yeah, I can. All right. This one's a free build. But we'll move our work area and increase the size of it. By that button. Haha. I'm learning. There's a lot of wood that can be collected over here. So we're going to start getting people to collect a bunch of wood for us. And we also need to start collecting food. Water is at -12 right now. Real important with this game. This is very similar to how Surviving Mars worked. Food is actually just straight food. How much food we have to eat. This is the water consumption. So right now we are at a -12 on water because we don't have our water well built yet. And I'll actually get a water collector here going as well. And also a clean water storage. This has to be onshore. Eventually I'll build roads out to all these things, but I also want to make sure that I'm having storage for water too. And the storage will go... I'm going to kind of put it back here. There we go. I'm going to put it in right behind there. It's going to take most of my wood and plastic, but that's where my plastic comes in. We're going to need to get some plastic going eventually, and that is via our recycler. We need 45 planks for this. Or actually, we need to build planks, and we can start scavenging plastic from those sites. This should be connected up to a road. So I'm thinking I need to build a road out this way. Yeah, that'll be good, because eventually I'll make my way over to the water collector. And it looks like Amelia is working on our water collection site. We have a little bit of rain, and I'm hoping that's a good thing for me, not a bad thing. Let's also get some food collection going. And of course I build that road in the stupidest place. Hang on, let me demo that road. Build the dirt road one more down. Then we go that way. Gotcha. Reason for that being is I want to put the food storage in right next to that. Alright, so now move our work area over to here. And I'll be collecting some food over in that area. You don't have to put your collection stuff right on top. You can kind of keep stuff centralized, things like that. Alright, so we got that going. Now, let's work on our recycler, because we're going to need some plastic here at some point. We also have logging camps, lumber yards, foresters, but we have to do a lot of things to get to that too. Also outhouses. That's probably a good thing too. Now we have clean water storage. We can actually store some of the water that we're collecting from here and put it over here also from our well. Let's go ahead and build up our recycler because we're going to need that. And of course I built it just in the... Oh man, my layout is just abysmal already. I'm hating myself on the layout stuff. I think we can move it later on. But I'm feeling really dumb that I'm not putting these things in the right spot. So we got resources there. Eventually we can build the gate up. And to get the gate going... I've been right-clicking like in Surviving Mars, but I just need to press B. I need 190 planks and 175 plastic. I only have 45 right now, so we absolutely need to get somebody to do that. Scout towers are going to be very helpful in kind of revealing the fog of war around us. There's some pollution. This is really bad. And also, what are those? Sandworms. Ooh! A massive mutated centipede, which burrows underground to attack its victims. Alright, I'm going to avoid that. But there's some pollution over in these spots. I also need to get a medical tent going. That's going to kind of be important for folks. Fishing pier actually be very helpful too. Because I can figure out how fishing piers work. There we go. That actually worked perfectly for me because I think that road is going to match up with it right away. No, it's not. Dang it. There we go. It looks like from here we need to move our work area up to this to access these 2 plastic trash deposits. And this will convert every 5 plastic trash into 12 plastics. So we have 392 here, 396 here, so essentially 800 plastic trash. Divide that by 5, we're looking at 200, 200 times 12. Wait, did I math that right? 800 divided by 5. Oh my god, Steve, you minored in math. Alright, so 800 divided by 5 is 160 times 12. Yeah, we're going to get plenty of plastic from these guys, but it's going to take a while to get done. I want to make sure we have plenty of fish, too, going, because this is our main source of food right now. It's going to be from our fishing pier. And from there, let's see what else we can do. Medical tent. We're going to need that. Ha! Whoops. I pressed T on accident. Ugh. Baba Gayo. Yeah, this thing needs to come down so I can put stuff where I want to be. But honestly, this clean water storage is actually more of a pain in the ass than anything else because I put it in the wrong spot. Alright. We will put a medical tent down, though. We are low. We pretty much do not have enough plastic for this. I want to make sure we have a medical tent going because people are going to get sick. And tell me to select a specialist. Let's find my specialist. Why are you unhappy? Poor shelter. Well, I mean, at least you have a roof over your head. Ish. Alright, got it. So where are my specialists, actually? Shoot. Okay, you're just futzing about. Can you work on this for me, actually? Let's go ahead and take care of that. Yep, insufficient materials for this. I'm actually going to add a person here. How many carriers do I have? I have 6 carriers. Let's make it 5 carriers. This is where I'm focusing on up here. You have colonists. You have your total population. If they're not assigned to a job, you'll the adults will be a carrier. They'll just move supplies from one place to another and help you get things built. They're good. Workers, obviously. We have some children too. And let's see. Just I have. Yes, Aaron. You have my attention. What are you doing? Okay. Workplace none. Can I have you pick berries, please? Alright, this is being built. That's good. And I feel like I've missed something so far. Alright, we have a fishing pier. That's good. Oh, cool. That's Aaron. 100%. So this will just produce 3 fish every time this clicks over, it looks like. Alright. Done that. Of course, nobody's at my water collector yet. My water collector... It says I have 800 storage, but I don't know where it's being stored. That confuzzles me a little bit. Okay, but at least we're also getting berries too. We're getting wood, which again, very, very helpful. Change the game speed. Oh yeah, this has been just at regular speed this whole time. Now we're going at full speed. Admittedly, so far with this game, I do like the quote-unquote lower game speeds because it's giving me a chance to explore the map, things like that. Visually, the game, I quite enjoy it. I think the game looks really nice visually. You can see like the little recycle thing. You see a little food thing in the work area. The medical tent is being built finally. And this wooden ruins, once they're done, it's going to be really nice to move that off. I don't have any science. Can I... Where do I see a tech tree? Where's my tech tree? Science. Cool. Actually hadn't gone through this in the previous one. So you have your food tree, Your resources tree. That's going to be nice. Your infrastructure, water pipes, that'll be helpful. Your community, and safety. All right. Wow, it's like, where do you start with this stuff? And also, you can kind of like just pick anywhere you want to go. This is nice. And again, I don't have any research going because I don't have the gate built. So this episode really is just getting this colony on its feet without killing everyone. And knowing my luck, I may kill everyone. Ooh, wow. We got some stuff way out here. I think this is where a scout tower may be coming into play. Because I do remember seeing that scout towers, if you kind of build them, they'll reveal the fog of war around and kind of show what's out there. I'm actually going to do that. Build the scout tower way out there. It's going to take up more of my plastics and is going to further drag out how long it's going to take for me to get up and running. But the big thing is, I want to make sure I got a medical tent up and running. Got to make sure that my folks are healthy. We have iodine pills, we have antibiotics, we have medicine. We got some firewood. That's helpful. Heated and cooking raw foods. Okay. Okay, so a logging camp is needed at some point. Let's actually work towards that. Turns wood into firewood. Okay. And this is just cuts down trees and turns it into wood. Could also put a trapper out in this area. A trapper would be more food for us. Okay. I almost need to put a trapper out here instead of a logging camp. Because that's a lot of... I mean, that's a lot of food. Going down here, it's a little lower. I like the idea of it, but I'm going to hold off. I do want to make sure that I get... Oh, that's already being built up. That's nice. Alright. Producing that. Water production's good. It just tells me it's operational, but it doesn't tell me how much water's there. It says 800 of 800. Okay. I could build a second clean water storage, which would take, if I had a commotion in the camp. Someone's yelling inside a tent. It is quiet hours. Come on, folks.
Suddenly, muffled cries for help start echoing from one of the shelters. Inside, a large hole has opened up in the ground, swallowing the poor colonist.
Alright. So we can either do a makeshift ladder. It would cost us 20 wood, or the colonists can climb up without one. We've got 300 we're sitting on right now, and if I'm not mistaken, because I had this in my tutorial playthrough, this is actually going to improve happiness throughout the colony. There we go. Everyone liked that. Alright, set a production limit. I'm curious. Set production limits for that. So, got it. Okay. I guess that's something I need to know about. Alright. So the gate will cost me the vast majority of the wood I have, and pretty much all the plastics that I got. Alright. I can maybe work with this. I don't know. Now the scout tower, once it's built... Oh good, the wooden ruins have been depleted. Now I can actually move stuff around and build my road. I think there's a way you can, like, move the buildings. I think I saw that somewhere. Like, you can actually move the buildings a little bit closer, just because with my OCD brain, I'm going to go absolutely insane with some of the stuff just not lining up correctly. I don't even have a dirt road going to these two tents, mind you, so let's actually do that. There we go. There we go. And we have a scout tower. So George is actually going to scout out this area. You can see the radius here, that faint line in the fog of war. Build an outhouse. Got it. Alright. So, let's look at where the water is. Let's look at our freshwater lens. Alright, we have a lot of fertile soil up here, so we can actually do some good farming in this area. Also kind of toward this. Soil's not fertile down here. Some berries here, though. That's probably a bad thing. Alright. kind of thinking about just putting the outhouse like way over here next to the barren soil. That way, like, people won't be complaining as much. Let's just put the Kaibo way out here. And I'm also going to just put a road kind of straight out to that from it. We do know there's some berries over here I can gather once these 2 deposits are cleared. I can go over to that. Again, it's now drawn away from all of my dang stuff. Okay, so we have some wood ruins way out here. A lot of wood out here. Plastics, another 800 plastic here. We also have a... I already did that. Very polluted over here. Alright. And of course, this will be polluted right over here once I start doing stuff. More pollution out this way. But the lake is fine. That's good. My little pond is good. That's nice. Alright, what are you doing there? Right, because the wood, all the wood stuff's been depleted over there. Gotcha. Okay, you're doing that. You're doing that. Okay, we're down to 2 carriers right now because I've got people working in other buildings. Once this is scouted out, and it should be scouted out relatively quickly, once it's all scouted out, we can actually decommission the outpost, kind of build another one out, and it comes all the way out to here. So there's more ruins over here that'll be able to get my eyes on. That's gonna be good. Waiting for a builder. Do I have any builders? Are you my builder? Mm-hmm. Yes, Joseph. I think you are my builder. Okay. There we go. Let's build a Kaibo for these folks. I will admit, I think I did sleep on this game. Oh, now I gotta build the gate. Okay, got it. Good way to kind of wrap up the episode is get all the materials to build the gate. Now, again, I don't have all the plastic for this because I've been building other stuff. I built up my medical 10. I tried to get ahead of a few things so that when it comes to it and I need to start doing some scouting, it's like, oh yeah, I've already done that stuff. I can kind of like, my god, look how... Oh, this is actually... That looks like from a meteor strike, actually. There's also the sandworms over there, so I don't want to go near them. Alright, cool. We have an outhouse, so people can go poo. These guys are also going to build the dirt path out here, and I can put some more housing and whatnot over here. I haven't gone... This is about as far as I got into the game. I think when I did the initial playthrough, my like 20 minutes of futzing around with it, I built the gate and that was it. I built the gate, I sent a scout out, and that was fine. This person is going to poo. Alright, go have fun. Alright, so we got fish coming in. That's good. 25, and let's see. Firewood used to keep the colony heated and cook raw foods. Created by the logging camp. We got a lot of berries right now, so I do need to get that going. Now, this is producing 3... I don't know how many per hour, though, because I'm not sure. It's not telling me what it's doing at the moment. He's at home. I don't have anybody else over here. We're at the end of day 2, so doing kind of okay. And as materials are slowly arriving, yep, there's that notification, insufficient materials for the gate. We're completely out of plastic, so everything that's being produced here is going to go away. That's why I doubled up on the workers here. Alright, it doesn't tell me how often that's going. I could take Amelia off of the project, or off of that, and also could just slap down another single clean water collector. Where you at? Alright, you are there? Someone's been stealing planks? Oh, what the hell?
Someone seems to have been stealing wood from the storage. A few colonists go to investigate, and after a bit of detective work, return with a group of rowdy children, one under each arm.
Alright, apparently the kids use the planks to build a tree fort in the forest, so we can leave it alone, or we can get 15 planks back. I'm tempted to leave this one alone just because the kids eventually going to grow up, and if I really don't want them to be little shitlings. So I'll leave the fort alone. 20 more happiness. Let the kids have their fun. They thank the adults profusely. Crude yet immensely colorful thank you card by the campsite. Decorate whatever might pass for finger paint. Again, happiness is good. Overall happiness is kind of a helpful thing. Obviously, you want to keep the colonists happy, and there's not much going on with it. We do have a colonist listed as hungry at the moment, so definitely need to address that. I think that would be needing with a cookhouse, but... Kind of curious. That's only 49%. I do like the idea of building this trapper way out here. Yeah, I'm going to build a trapper way out there. And then I'm also going to get a lumberyard. And I'll put that there. And of course, I can send them off to like, oh, I'll just cut all the trees down over here or over here. I don't have to use this area. This is more a, hey, you're going to need stuff at some point. I've got 3 big projects going. I'm also probably right around the 30-minute mark. I was hoping to get the gate built in this episode, but a lot of things needed to get built. Build that next, actually. Let's make the gate the priority. We're at 79 of 175, and it looks like 12 have already come there. Let's cancel construction actually on him. Get those 12 plastics delivered down here. And this lumberyard only needs 40. Oh, let's also check out here. One last thing. We're at 63% export. Wow. A lot of plastic, a lot of wooden ruins. We can definitely get more materials out this way, but I have to be careful of the pollution way out here. This isn't a bad colony spot, I think. I mean, who knows? I could be desperately, desperately wrong, and it just goes horrible at some point. Do we have any idea where we're at? No, no signage. But it looks like it used to be a town over here. Well, let's build our town over here. New Texas is slowly on its way. We're building up that lumberyard right now. And hopefully we'll get the gate built up in the next video. I'm going to keep this series going for at least a few weeks. This will be the Monday through Thursday video on the channel. Once we get into August... Yeah, I think August. I'm going to reevaluate what games are out there, what games are tickling my fancy. I know there's some coming out relatively soon that really have my attention. RTA and Source, of course, are going to be out on Friday. And then once I've got everything sorted out with my gaming group, some shortcuts have been made during building. Once we get everything done up with my gaming group, we'll actually start maybe putting out some, like, I know some of my friends are interested in doing, like, Fall Guys. Some folks are doing Forza Horizon, Mario Kart. We're going to try to find something that, you know, we can do as a group together. And once they get going, I'll definitely make sure that y'all are aware of what we're going to be doing. It's going to be a fun old time. But let's deal with the shortcuts and then say our goodbyes.
Not everybody is equally skilled in the art of building, but one of the colonists seems extraordinarily bad at it.
Okay, yeah, these tents are awful. Let's just leave it be, because I don't really have anything I can do with it. Not an hour passes before the supporting pole is given and the flimsy tent comes tumbling down. Something inside bursts into flames as the colonist fights his way out. He's shouting curses about a faulty old Swedish manual. Ha ha, IKEA. Oh crap. Do I have any way to put fire out? Yeah, oh wait, no. How do I repair? Okay, so this may be indicative of how my gameplay is going to go. Just a burning tent. But now though, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video, and hopefully this tent will stop burning.